We're just outside Rustenburg, and welcome back to the Hankook 4x4 Challenge, held at Steineck Lodge. A big crowd coming out here today to enjoy all the action, and they certainly have had some good stuff so far. See the drivers looking at the new option here, and a couple of options that they need to try and plan on this second obstacle for the day. First in is Arnu Drenth, and he'll be looking to take a rollback there, because he's going to have to line up to get out of the big exit, and that's what they're all looking at earlier on. Doesn't look too steep, but when you're down there at the bottom and you're in a 4x4, the camera takes the angle away ever so slightly, but there you can see the angle, that's for sure. Great stuff there from Arnu. Topping him just behind him is brother Barry, and he's looking to try and get a slightly different option here as well. Barry Drenth has been a seasoned campaigner, and you can see, look at that, using the additional power of the vehicle to just spin it around. And now I wonder if he's going to have an option to take a rollback, or is he going to just power through and just make his own way? It looks like, yes, that's exactly what he's going to do. Using the power of the vehicle to just bring it around almost 360 degrees and line him up to exit. Hard on the back brakes. All wheels unlocked now, and out the top. Can he keep it all together? Oh, it's tight. Oh, he's got no option. That's crazy. It's very steep, the exit here, and you can see just how difficult he's having to work behind the wheel of that car to get out. Let's see if he gets a better run this time. Just clipped the wheel the first time. He clips it again, but this time it pops him over the top, and he gets out the other side. So, incredible stuff. Holzhausen now. This definitely shouldn't be too much of an issue for this machine. We know how powerful it is. Doesn't even worry about lining it up. Just puts the power down and eats some dirt. Whoever's on the left-hand side of that obstacle. Sure. Willy Bester showing us that the rear wheel steering comes into play here to get himself into position. Also watching out for those pegs and banners. Don't want to be clipping any of those. Co-driver just showing him that he's not in the way at all of any of those. And setting himself out now to get the car around and lined up for the exit. Sure. There's a very brave cameraman on the left-hand side there. About to get absolutely roosted as this car exits. Had to take a rollback though. He was too high up on the jump. And by taking the rollback, he's actually gone a little bit further back than what he needed to, which will give him great momentum to get out the other side. Hopefully. Didn't quite work out though. And he's definitely stuck now. So a second rollback is going to be an option here. Let's see with the big, powerful modifieds up front. It makes it look so easy. Slightly smaller ones, but just as powerful. Having to work a little bit harder to get out the other side, but eventually through. Bester will be happy with that. Heroes gas it. I like that shirt. And gassing it now is Johan van Wyk in his Jeep.
Yes, the welding was a little bit of a problem, a little setback, but yeah, we fixed that up. Hopefully we can do the rest of the day. It's basically a complete build-up. CJ7 chassis with a fiberglass CJ7 body. Coil springs, coilovers right round, long arm travel, and well, at this stage we're riding open diffs. The lockers is not finished yet, so with 37-inch Bitlock Cooper tires, basically.
Motor-wise?
Motor is a 3S GTE standard with a whole lot of boost.
And you can certainly hear that boost as he took off out the obstacle. Coming into the obstacle now is Rudy Ross, also in a CJ7. And taking the similar line to what we saw earlier on there from Johan van Wyk, but he gets stuck ever so slightly. And the rollback is definitely going to be an option that he has to go for here. No choice in the matter. Hopefully with a bit more momentum on the run-in now, should be able to get out with a little less of a problem. It's a Jeep thing, and this time the CJ7 gets out relatively unscathed. Back to modifieds. Barry getting ready to launch. His hand on that handbrake. About to let this thing... Oh, that is amazing. It's like F1-esque off the line. And then you go into a massive dirt jump, what F1 cars will never do. There's a little bit of fighting gravity coming from Piet Skutter here. It's not a bad line to be on, but it could be a problem if you get it wrong. This is where he's entered the obstacle, so he's chosen a slightly different way to get in here. Hey, listen, it might pay off. We never know. Can he get out the other side? Puts pushing hard. No, he's gone a little bit to the right. that just the initial takeoff point there just threw him to the right-hand side. So he's going to have to try it again. And he's not going to get it on the second try either. It must be those pink helmets. Let's see if they get it third time lucky. Yes, there we go. But a flag at the top is going to cost him a little bit on points. Corey Hudson now also going to be taking a similar line in Disfing. Looks like that line is not a bad option. Co-driver hanging on, getting ready to go. Handbrake is up, about to let it rip. And a legend with driving skills like that will be seen after the break. See you then.